Hello everyone, how you going? And welcome back to Lifehacks, the Reddit that we should all just be coming to. So anyway, let's just see what it's got. So then, starting right off with hiding valuables. Here we go, let's just see what they've got. Honestly, so far it's looking like a 5-minute crash kind of video, but hey, considering it's on Lifehacks, I'll just give it a pass, or we'll just give it more of a chance for now. What is it going to be? Oh my goodness, they've just completely destroyed a few folders. Oh no, look at that. I mean, I must say, firstly off the bat, I'm not entirely sure if the title is correct there in terms of hiding valuables. I feel as though something could have been a little bit more valuable than just alcohol, but anyway, I guess each to their own. But no, that just seems like such a strange way to go about it in the first place. Like, why would you ever be wanting to do that? Surely you can actually just buy a little bit more of a, I don't even know, maybe just like an IKEA kind of sliding, I don't know what they're called, but like a basket kind of system or anything like that. Surely just anything is going to be better than a couple of folders. I mean, come on, like I said, there just has to be better ways to go about it than this. I mean, I guess it would work to some extent, but at the same time, they've got holes in them if nothing else. And also, those binders aren't cheap, you know. I don't know how much they are. I'd be making up a number if I actually said what it is, but let's just say they're $5, $6, $10. I have no idea, but either way, that's like a $50 kind of cover. I mean, unless you're having some serious valuables behind there, but I feel as though if anything's that valuable, you should just get a safe or something. I mean, a safe definitely doesn't look as conspicuous as this does, but at the same time, it's a safe. You know, people generally aren't going to go robbing a safe, where this, you can just kind of rip it off the shelf and go, oh, that's what's behind here, cool, I'll just be taking those, thanks. And so I just want to know, who the hell is this for? Is it just meant to be an anti-theft thing? Is it meant to be a kind of anti-kid thing? Just what is going on to where you just feel the need to, firstly, hide alcohol, but secondly, put your trust in a couple of binders? Like, really, I just would not be trusting that at all, really. If you want to put the binders in there so it's a little bit heavy, and then put also like a, I don't know what to call a fake wall or a fake backing on it, and then put something behind that, then you're talking about a little bit of security there. But just doing this, I don't know if that really counts. Because even though I can understand what they're trying to go for here, I feel as though those folders are just a little bit too bright to just be, well, kind of blend into the background if you want to be that secure. And so yeah, besides just the entire thing having no kind of lock on it or anything, I just feel as though there could have been something that's better than this. Efficiency. What the hell kind of a starting? Oh my goodness, I had no idea what I was looking at, but wow, where is this going to go? Oh my goodness, I can only imagine they're moving out. What the hell is that? Plastic? Is it a fabric? I just want to know what that is because it slides so well. I mean, I can only imagine it would take a little bit of trial and effort, and also I have no idea where you get a roll that long, because it looks as though it's about 50 meters long, but maybe if you just go to, I don't know, a fabric store, they can just go, yeah, I'll take the whole roll, thanks. And also I have just spotted that it almost looks as though they have a little bit of a shorter one. I mean, maybe they just were, you know, they knew their cash was going to be a little bit heavy for a span that big, and so they just took it down a couple of stairs, but they didn't want to take it all the way, so they just put it off the balcony from the first floor. But no, what can I say besides, hey, I guess the evidence just speaks for itself. It clearly seems to be working. I mean, I can only imagine it probably takes the magic touch for the thing to not flip over halfway or just flip off all the way. And so besides the fact that if something does fall off the edge, you're going to lose it, you're probably going to damage another car and then also break everything in the box. But hey, if you can live with that, then I mean, go for it, I guess. I mean, in saying that, it certainly doesn't take away from any of the questions I have, like how do they figure this out? What do they attach it to on the truck? What do they attach it to up on the building? As I feel as though generally a building isn't going to just have tie hooks on the windows, and so I don't know what they've gone around and what they've attached to, but hey, I guess this seems to be working for that couple of kilos or maybe 20 kilo box. And also I feel as though the best part about this entire thing is just that this person filming went, what the hell is happening outside? Like, I can only imagine they're not actually involved in this entire moving out process, and you go, oh my goodness, what am I witnessing right now? But look, I have to hand it to them for what we've seen here. I absolutely agree with the title. That is definitely an efficient way and definitely a life hack. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if you could ever recommend doing something like this, because I feel as though there's just a few too many hazards and possible things to go wrong to be fully recommendable, but well, it's definitely satisfying if nothing else. Bad burner, don't grab a match, just flip a pan over. What exactly do they mean a bad burner? Oh, it doesn't ignite. Yes, everyone has definitely experienced this. Come on. Wait, hang on a second. I just need to pause because he said, oh, you know, if one doesn't ignite but the other one ignites, then you're all good, you know. But to be honest, if you listen to how long he actually just has to hold that down, I don't know if you could call that a fully working burner. I mean, obviously he's better than one of them, but let's just see what his hack is. Oh my goodness, I don't know if this is recommended at all. My goodness. I mean, I guess that certainly makes sense about how it can work, but once again, I just don't really know if that can be recommended. Because like I said, even though I can understand how it would work, I feel as though just kind of leaving the gas on for however long it takes to ignite this isn't going to be the best thing to do. I feel as though there are just definitely other ways where you can go about igniting things without using another burner that isn't really in proximity to it. You know, call me modern or, but I feel as though we have these things called lighters that if you really need, you can just go, oh, kunk, and then all of a sudden it's on. And also even just the amount of gas that you need to use to be able to turn the other one on, you know, you have to have one just running constantly or however long you need, and then also having the other one just waiting to light. Like, there was a lot of gas just going all over through the room, and so if you leave it for too long, you might be in for a little bit more of just a little burning on the stove, you know, so all of a sudden you've just blown out your entire house. And so like I said, I certainly feel as though there are just better ways to go about this. I mean, I guess it makes sense, and you can definitely, in a pinch, you could do something like this, but just, you know, just take the precautions, because as much as these guys presenting it like a life hack, I feel as though a $2 lighter from anywhere in the entire entire universe is definitely just going to be easier than flipping the pan over. You know, you melt a little bit of the plastic on the pan or the handle or anything like that. You also might burn your eyebrows off if you leave it on for too long. There are just too many risks associated with the entire thing to not just be able to afford a $2 lighter that can just do the job faster and easier and better. For goodness sake, if nothing else, just over time, you're definitely just going to be accumulating a bigger gas bill, and so really I feel as though that'll pay for itself in no time. And also, I feel as though unless the entire stove has died, there surely has to be some replacement part or even just a little bit of grime all over the ignition just to stop it doing that. And so yeah, maybe just before you go and just put your pan upside down, just check that everything's cleaned and then kind of get a lighter from there and then move on to a pan. This is how I let my toast cool so one side doesn't get soggy. I mean, first of all, let's just address the fact that this person is absolutely insane for letting the toast cool. Like, who the hell wants cold toast? You're going to be putting something on it that is probably going to be cold to some extent, and that's just going to cool it down enough for you to eat. And so whether it's coming out of a toaster or even in this case it looks like they've come off a grill, it should just be eaten immediately. And so I just completely disagree with this entire life hack. This isn't a life hack, this is just people being stupid in my opinion. But hey, I guess I'll just try to move past it and just keep an open mind about what the hell this person is even on about. And so first of all, I don't understand how the toast is going to get soggy from cooling. That doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, perhaps they have already put butter on the ceiling side, not the roof side of this teepee, and so that's what kind of causing it to not get soggy. But really, like I said, I don't understand the entire thing, so I can't even begin to fathom how this is a life hack. Honestly, I feel as though this is just one where I have to go to the comments. Here we go. First comment. Wait, why would you want cold toast and why would it get soggy? I use the heat of the toast to melt the butter into it. There we go. Plain and simple. Top comment. Thank you very much. That's what I wanted to know. The goal is to eat the toast while it's warm, not to let it cool more efficiently. So at least I can say that I'm surrounded by people of culture here. Okay, what else we got? If you put the toast on a plate, the bottom of the toast will get soggy from the steam. What? What are you on about? Just eat it immediately. How slow are you at eating that you have to just get soggy toast from the steam? You don't need to wait until the toast is cold to eat it. Just letting it cool from the hot to warm is good enough. No toast that is coming out of anything is going to be too hot to eat just immediately after put something cold on it. Would you look at this? Virtually every single person is just bewildered at what this person means, and there's the odd person going, no, actually, and then everyone just shuts them down immediately because they're just wrong. Honestly, at this rate, I'm just trying to find one that remotely begins to describe what the hell is going on here and how it is apparently superior. There we go. We got an entire paragraph. There isn't a single person that begins to even just try and defend what this person is doing. So no, I just have to disagree. There is no way that this guy right here with his toast, so to say, that is done on a grill. Like, how is it toast if it's done on a grill? But besides that, I'm sorry, you just have to toughen up and just eat the toast when it's warm. Stop wanting cool bread. Basically, you want what? Crusty bread is what you want, because it's going to get hot, toasted bread, so to say. Oh, funny that. And then all of a sudden it's going to cool into crust. But I mean, hey, I guess if you're that way inclined, then go for it. This is your life hack for you. But for the rest of the world and everyone kind of normal in this world, just let's move on. When you lose power, you can use empty translucent milk and water jugs to dramatically improve the light output from a flashlight. Works exceptionally well. Let me just start out by saying, yeah, that's a pretty cool thing, but at the same time, wasn't that sentence the most grammatically strange thing you've ever heard? But anyway, I guess that would moving on. Here we go. Let's just take a little bit of a look at this. I mean, yeah, I guess it's going to work exactly as described. It's just going to be working as a diffuser and just kind of emit the light in multiple directions instead of just one like the flashlight will be. I mean, in saying that, according to this photo, a lot of light still goes forward, but I mean, if you just want to project light in a few more directions, I guess it's going to work. Like I said, it's just kind of taking it and scattering it. I mean, I must say, I don't actually know that many people that still have flashlights around. I mean, I guess perhaps if your power goes out a lot because you live in a cold climate or you live in where trees are going to be falling on the power lines, then maybe it makes sense. But really, with the amount of light that comes out of a phone these days, I don't know that many people that just still have flashlights around. I mean, of course, a phone isn't going to be great if you just want long-term use. You're also going to be wanting the thing maybe to move around, but really, I feel as though there are better ways to go about it than this, especially considering the fact that lanterns are a thing. You know, it's not like this person just goes, oh, there's no other way to project the light just in multiple directions like the flashlight does. No, you can just get a lantern and it'll go all directions. And harping back to what I said before about people with these kind of flashlights are probably going to be living in a power loss area, and so I feel as though if you're going to be living in that kind of area, you have a little bit of a lantern just prepped and ready, not so you don't have to do something like this. I mean, it certainly doesn't take anything away from this because it clearly works, but I just feel as though we have the technology to do something better than a milk jug and a flashlight these days. Life goals with a nifty life hack. What kind of knowledge is this guy going to bless us with? Okay, let's just listen to what he says. He lost his wallet. What is going on here? Wait, what the hell? Oh my goodness, that's a wallet? Wait, what? Yep. Oh my goodness, that's what it is. Wallet. Wow, so it's fails. Not. Oh my. Wow, because no one's going to be picking that up. Okay then, I mean, I guess it's a little bit weird, but at the same time, I can understand why someone might want to do this. Because if you really are that prone to losing your wallet, surely you just have to sort that stuff out before you actually just go and put it in a packet of gum. I mean, sure, like, come on, people. And even just the fact that they said it fell out a block later, like, that is just the wrong thing. Surely you just have to find a pocket or some way to carry your cards, whatever you want to carry, just that is going to be better than just having to go back and find a packet of gum every single day. Because besides it just being a complete waste of time, we have to go and find your wallet every single day or every single time you lose it. Besides that, you're just going to have so many stress, like, okay, am I going to find it this time? Oh, I didn't find it. Then you have to go through that entire process pointless. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And so like I said, I feel as though there are just better ways to go about doing this. Like, just actually get your wallet in your back pocket and get it to stay there, or just get rid of everything and put it on your phone, because you're probably not going to be as likely to lose that or leave that behind. Either way, surely there is just other steps you can take to rectify this entire problem without just having to resort to the last ditch effort like this. Because besides the fact that it clearly doesn't stay in your pocket when a bigger wallet or just a different wallet probably will, I just feel as though there are so many other things wrong with this. Honestly, I don't know why I'm so riled up about this one. Maybe it's just a combination of from the toast to then the milk bottles and now to this. It's just completely, none of these are life hacks, they're just wrong. Wine accident recovery plan. If you stain a shirt, you can simply outline the stain with a Sharpie and give it a name. Oh, we've seen this before, I've seen it somewhere and I just hate it. This will make it seem like you visit Ireland. Just look at that. I mean, it kind of works, but at the same time, just not after I've seen all the other ones, which just really aren't life hacks, because none of the ones recently is actually going to be just making my life easier, and that's what I want from life hacks. I want to have an easier life, so you go, oh my goodness, that's incredible news. Not that I can continue to be wearing just a stained shirt out in public and just go, oh my goodness. I mean, unless you kind of do it ironically and everyone knows and go, okay, then it's kind of cool, I guess. But really, something like that is just going to be a white shirt, and so you can just replace it for literally like $5 at any kind of clothing store. And also, it isn't like you have to get rid of the thing. No, it's already been stained once, and so now just use it as a rag. Everyone's going to need a rag at some point, and so yeah, there you go, white shirt, rag, perfect. And also, come on, eventually you're going to get someone that just goes, what the hell is going on with your shirt? I've never seen those islands anywhere on the map, and you go, oh, I don't know, it's this rare undiscovered place. You can go, oh my goodness, just so actually just don't wear that shirt anymore. How hard is it really to not wear a white shirt? And hey, just be a little bit less clumsy next time. I mean, yeah, accidents happen, but come on, it's one t-shirt. And also, going back to the title, they said wine, and I can only imagine they probably mean red wine, because white wine, I don't think white wine stains, I don't really know. But either way, the fact that he is holding a wine glass doesn't mean that that is a wine stain on his shirt, because that right there is a brown coffee stain, and you could tell that even if you didn't label it cold brew stain. And so yeah, I just don't agree with this entire thing. Just buy a new t-shirt. Like I said, it's going to be $5, or even just turn it into pajamas or rags, whatever. I just feel as though unless you have a very unique big coffee stain on your shirt, maybe you can do something like that, but really just put a Sharpie around a coffee stain and go, oh my goodness, yes, look how funny I am. I just don't know how kind of unique that is, because come on everyone, surely we can all agree that we're not doing year one tie-dye anymore. And so now finally, for the top of the month for life hacks, we have cutting carpet to fit around a pipe. Man, I hope it's good. What are we going to have, and where the hell is this going to be useful for? Okay, come on now, show me the money. Show me how this is going to be useful and not just a year one trick or something that we just don't need. Come on, okay, I can understand using the set squares and try squares and everything. Good. See, that is how you're meant to use a Sharpie, not how the last guy used it. I mean, I don't really understand how many people would ever be using this, but hey, if it's the top of the month and people have that many uses for it, I can't blame them, because at least this one is certainly useful in comparison to some of the other ones that we've been seeing. But I just don't know when I would ever use this, because even though this might be considered a little bit of a trick of a trade, just how many people are ever carpeting their own anything? I mean, if I had to add anything to this entire thing, it's just the fact that you should probably start a little bit smaller, then work your way out. Just make sure you don't go too big and suddenly have a gap there, because that's, well, kind of irreplaceable. But besides that, I guess it makes sense. You know, I just really am dumbfounded that this is top of the month. I mean, what I'm most interested in is just how this could be applied to other things, like, well, I don't know, plumbing, or really just what are the use cases for this besides carpeting? And also, even though you are quite clearly carpeting the floor, I feel as though cutting it on the floor isn't probably going to be the best idea, because, well, you have to cut through it, but you're just going to be leaving marks all over the floor if you do that. Like, what if you change your mind and you want to get rid of the carpet tiles or whatever? And so in saying that, just to save yourself a headache or trouble if you do ever decide to change your mind, just make sure you get like something expendable, I don't know, just a little piece of plywood or anything just to cut on instead of the floor. Because hey, maybe it is just me to try to make a little bit more sense about how this has been voted to the top of the month. I just do not understand how this kind of a post has affected enough people to get to the top of the month, because correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel as though generally we have a very universal kind of life hack, not something that I just don't understand where this would ever be applicable to. And so what can I say? I really am just dumbstruck that this is top of the month, but hey, the people have voted, and if this is what they voted for and this helps you out, then go for it. But anyway, that is going to do it for the top of the month for life hacks, so thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to do the YouTube algorithmic things down below and let me know if you had a favorite post or even just a least favorite post out of any of these. Other than that, we check out awesome posts all over Reddit, so make sure to check some of the other videos out now, or hey, maybe even just want to consider subscribing so that you don't miss another one of these in the future. But all in all, have a good one and see ya.